Welcome back to the Cardinal Dynasty, where today we sure hope is not the final game of Season 2. We picked up our 6th win last game against Cal, but we're not projected for a bowl yet. So now we face our 3rd straight rival in Notre Dame. The Fighting Irish currently ranked 13th. They dropped from 12 last week, and they would love a win to try to squeeze into the college football playoff. But for us, we're playing to actually be given a bowl game. Despite again getting that bowl eligibility last game, we are not currently listed in any of the big bowl games. But we have climbed all the way up to 4th in the Pac-12 and potentially could finish above USC if they happen to lose this week. Well, that will not be an easy task. Steve Agelli has had a great season, 33 touchdowns, closing in on 3,000 passing, around 70% complete. Rushing the ball, all Love needs is about 26 yards, and he will be at 1,000 rushing. Another touchdown will put him at 5. Receiving, they have Christian McCray, who's already over 1,000. I'm sure he would love 3 touchdowns in this game to finish with a nice number 15. And defensively, they've got plenty of guys as well. 2 along the defensive line who I'm sure would both love 2 more TFLs to hit that 10 mark. Sack-wise, they spread it out. And at corner, they have Jalen Sneed, who 2 interceptions would give him 5. But we've got some guys looking to hit some marks as well. About 350 passing for Daniels would put him at 3,000. That would be a big game. He did it last week. He also needs 1 more passing touchdown to hit 20. Receiving wise, Alik Ayomanor just needs 7 yards to hit 1K. 2 touchdowns would put him at 10. And for Jake, I'm sure not giving up a sack would also be pretty big for him, so he stays under double digits. Defensively, we've already got 3 guys here in the double digits for TFL, so I'm sure they would just love to tack on whatever they could. Sack-wise, Ernest Cooper is 2.5 away from 10. Surprisingly, Tafiti really hasn't done much this year in terms of pass rush. Interception-wise, the senior and Colin Wright, he would love to get his hands on 1 final interception. So let's get one of the most historical rivalries underway. As it is booted, Thompson back to return. He will take the touchback. It will be the Cardinal offense heading out to start at the 25. Notre Dame barely squeaked away with the win last time, and I know the Cardinal are hungry to get some revenge. 1st and 10. It starts with Irvin. On the run, he's going to pick up a strong 9. This Cardinal team have dealt with a lot of adversity this year. They've come out on top every time, but not that time. Great play there made from the edge. 3rd and 2. This place is rocking. As Irvin tries to cut it to the outside, he does manage the first. Doesn't go for much, but he gets the job done. As they go RPO nowhere. Keeping a lot of the plays close to the line here to start. 2nd and 10. Daniels hard count. Someone jumps. And it might be a guy in a Kelly Green jersey. Considering nothing was gained on 1st, well, now it does seem like it. 2nd and 5. As they'll go with a quick throw, McCoy, he gets the catch and gets another 1st down. Cardinal off to a really good start so far. Cross your fingers, knock on wood, that remains the case. A little bit of some play action, and Daniels gets rid of it. A throw nearly made it to the students section. With a 2nd and 10. Parrish in at running back. They'll hand the ball off to him. They get down the middle for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Cardinal goes spread empty. 4 options to the right-hand side. The hard count does not work. Trying to find somewhere to go downfield and nearly picked off. So after a very promising drive, it does stall out. Cardinals end up punting away, and now it's time to see what their defense can do against this Fighting Irish offense. That's a lot of key players this year. They start with a slant. It's going to go for a big gain as he slips the defender Ramos. Eventually, we can drag him down, but close to midfield. 1st and 10 at the 46 as they go with a quick RPO. The tight end falls. Not sure Frausto Ramos would have got the tackle there, so luckily for the Cardinals, 2nd and 10. Sticking with a spread look. Pass to the outside and getting the grab on right. Second big play for number 19. He had the slant earlier as he's got him down inside the 30. They go with a very delayed read option. Cardinal there to quickly bounce on it. 2nd and 9 with just a gain of 1. As they will continue with the passing game, we bring the blitz in. Matt Rose drops the pick. With a stand here from the defense, they could also force a stall. 3rd and 9. As they'll look to set up a pass. Here comes Cooper with the sack back at the 38. With a 4th and 19, they trot out the field goal unit. This one kicking from about the 44. A 54-yarder would be a season long. He's got the power, and it curves back true. 54-yard field goal for Notre Dame. Puts them on top. That being a pretty stark difference compared to the last few games for the Cardinal, where essentially they've gone up against teams with no field goal ability. Throw out late to Borden is knocked away. They're having to deal with a Big Ten defense, something that they haven't really faced much this year. Irvin down the middle takes a shot. And once again, Cardinals sit behind the chains. 3rd and 8 as they've got their tight end McCoy, who's short of the line to gain, plus he doesn't even get the grab in bounds. They're definitely going to have to figure out how to get things to work in such a loud stadium. As for now, their defense back out on the field. Fighting Irish, they got a guy in motion. They go with the jet sweep to Feedy's there to wrap him up. Really good to have him back. He got shaken up in that big game against Cal. Fully healthy this one. 2nd and 11, they go with a swing out on the RPO. And it's Jaden Greathouse with another big play. Again, he's had a great start to this one. 3rd and 1. Cardinals trying to shrink down the front 7, but the end of the quarter arrives. It's been a low-scoring affair, but a really good game out the gate. 3rd and 1 to start the second quarter. As they hand it off, they will get the first down. Looked like the Cardinal tried to bring a blitz. It was just picked up well from the line. 1st and 10. A lot of RPO here. Get it to the outside, spinning off the tackle of Ramos. Their leading receiver in Moss has them down to the 26. Going to be tough here for the Cardinal defense. Try to match both the running as well as the passing options. Down the middle, the rushing goes to work. And Notre Dame picks up a gain of 8. Might need to see a little bit of some press blitz. A lot of man coverage in this one. We'll see what coach ends up deciding. As they go the run to the outside, Sumlin slows him down. A few more Cardinal crash in on it. That's going to be a loss of about 1. 3rd and 2. Roseboom, the freshman linebacker, comes in. He's made some big plays as he makes a stop on 3rd. Roseboom. Primed to come in and replace Matt Rose next season. He's looking really good. Cardinal defense force another field goal. The defense hasn't been the problem. It's been the offense. 1st and 10. Daniels. He's got to find a way to gain some yards here. He goes Bachmeier on the quick drag. When they reintroduced that to both Bachmeier as well as McCoy, that's where we saw the offense start to really shine. Expect to see a little bit more of that here. Just a great play there made from the linebacker. Knocks it away. 3rd and 5. Hard count and a lot of people move there. I think they're going to get Parrish first. We can't be shooting ourselves in our feet here. We got to make our plays. 3rd and 10. They change it to a spread empty look. Daniels hard count again. Someone jumps, but they don't call it on them. And that's that. Drive over. So Notre Dame gets away with a penalty there. Definitely should have been called. 1st and 10. Their offense takes back over as they find a nice cutback lane. Camp as well as Wright will eventually get the stop. It's going to be a 1st and 10 just by the midfield line. Looking to continue their passing game here as Cooper gets the sack. He needed 2.5 this game to hit 10, and that might be 2. He at least made another play in the backfield. Can't remember if it was a sack. Good play there from the DTs. And that leaves the Fighting Irish needing 19 here. They will look to pass. A lot of options here. Pat's rush will eventually force the throwaway. Oh, you got to feel like Angeli could have just ran that one. Works out well for our Cardinal. 1st and 10, we start at the 33. Still haven't been able to move offensively. as Parrish picks up 3. We've got a little bit over 2 minutes left in this half to make something happen. Be a play action roll, trying to let things develop, and eventually Daniels will scramble. Gets close to the first. And as the 2-minute warning hits, we've got a 3rd and inches. It's the wing T. As I hand this one off, Lucas, the fullback, will get the job done. Offense can stay on out there, approaching the midfield line here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Things have started to quiet down here a little bit. As Daniels looks to scramble again, he does not find Manor. Pass just comes in a little bit behind him. 2nd and 10. As they will look to pass, he's got Bachmeier on the quick cut, who does get the first down. Unfortunately, does not get out of bounds. That clock will keep rolling after they get things set. Daniels doesn't like the look there, so he's going to flip it. Parrish goes to the right-hand side as they look for some more play action. Again, not liking it, throws it cross-body and out of bounds. Looks like the refs are going to say that McCoy was in the area, so 2nd and 10 then. 4 different receivers, no tight ends out there, as they will look to pass to the outside, and Haddad gets jumped. It's a pick from Daniels with a lot of green grass. Borden in hot pursuit, will not get there. Pick 6, Jaden Mickey will widen the lead here for Notre Dame. The defense here for the Fighting Irish has just been hawking the Cardinal today. They got to find a way to break through. They got a minute 13 to try to do just that. Looking for the dump off here to Parrish. Be about a gain of 9. Cardinal going to run hurry up. They do have all their timeouts. They want to find at least some points here before the end of this half. Manor might have it. It's through his hands. What a play from 37 to break that one up. Should have been the massive play the Cardinals needed. Set a 3rd and 1. They try to set up the screen. It's not quite going to work out, and nearly throwing a pick. Looks like Daniels just tried to squeeze that one into Rubin. And they stay out here 4th and 1. Hard count. Again, no one jumps. They snap the ball. Irvin swallowed up. It's a turnover on downs. Cardinal tried to find a little bit of a momentum swing there. Instead, it might have just grown it for the Fighting Irish, as they got an easy pass across the field, sprinting into the end zone. The Fighting Irish on one play make the Cardinal pay for their decision. What was a close game now has grown to a 3-score lead. Cardinal need to find something here before the end of the half, as it's a deep shot. Daniels finds Manor. They call the timeout there. Just makes you wonder where that was the previous drive. Could have saved points for Notre Dame and gotten some for the Cardinal. They stick with the spread passing. They've got McCoy. Drops it. Well, things have definitely been tough here for the Cardinal. They've had the opportunities. They just haven't taken advantage of them. As they'll continue trying to pass the ball here, Daniels steps up. Still takes the sack. I'll leave them needing 14 here on 3rd. Got to come away with points. As Manor not on the field here. Daniels, he steps up. He throws for Haddad, and it's off the back calf of the defender. They will end up trotting out Etienne, their freshman kicker. And I don't know what happened on that kick, but that was horrific. In a way, you just got to hope that Etienne slipped on that or laces were not out. Opens the door here for some more plays, and they might just find it. Slipping another tackle, Sumlin eventually drags him down. Notre Dame truly showing that they are a step above here in the first half. More so the second quarter. First quarter was pretty close. They're trying to find some more points before half, and with that quick dump off, they set up the field goal. Cardinal definitely going to need to come up with some sort of halftime adjustments to get a lot of points quickly, as they will tack on 3 more. Notre Dame carries the 23-0 lead into halftime. Second quarter just got out of hand there for the Cardinal. Their offense has not been able to move the ball cleanly, and their defense have given up a couple huge plays. But it will be their defense that they need to start off this second half with some big plays of their own. Notre Dame on offense, they start with a pull, and there's a good stop from Rico Cote. Ends up going for no gain, 2nd and 10. Going back to the running game, overpowering the defensive line for a gain of 5. And that does leave them a chance to get off the field here. 3rd and 5, but just playing too soft. Greathouse has played a really good game against Wright over on that right-hand side, and this time they'll get to Feedy with the early movement. We saw the Cardinal try to do that same thing in the first half. Rarely got the calls. Notre Dame gets it here at home with a 1st and 5. It's down the middle for a gain of about 13-14. At some point you start to wonder when this Cardinal defense starts to get a little aggressive, start to make some big plays, and force some turnovers. Good stop there. They sent the blitz. Morris from the slot got there first. 2nd and 11. They got 2 tight ends to the right-hand side as they will look to set up the screen. Howerton gets there first, though they might split that with Ume. Well, the blitz is working well on the last couple plays. Can they get the stop here? 3rd and 20. Will be a pass as he's got time, looking for the deep shot. Sumlin sticking with the underneath coverage. It's Ramos that tips it away. Now the defense pick up a great stop to open up the half. Now we need the offense to go score some points. As they start with Haddad on the receiver screen. He takes a few shots. Unfortunately, for all the shots he took, he only picks up 1. 2nd and 9, keeping with the spread look. As they try to go back out to Haddad, the ball's too far out. That'll leave the Cardinal then with a 3rd and 9. Hard count. Looked like the DT moved first. And this time, the ref will agree. So that'll make things easier here on 3rd. 3rd and 4. Just need to get the first down. Bachmeier got lit up. And the Cardinal offense staying out there yet again. Currently down by about 3-4 scores. 4th and 4, they tried the hard count, didn't work. And they can't get the ball off cleanly. Turnover on downs. That was part of that aggressiveness that you felt like they had to come out here with the second half. Bites them as it did in the first. Hopefully it's not a one-play touchdown, as Angeli keeps it. We'll pick up 5. And I think really what this Cardinal team needs is to force a turnover on defense, just to give their team a little bit of a spark. As they hand it off down the middle, they pick up a few. Loves ran the ball very well in this one, averaging 4 yards a carry. They need 2 here on 3rd. As it's a single back set. Here comes Rose Boom, and he thought the quarterback still had it. He was looking to give another big hit to a defending quarterback. Instead, 1st and 10. They hand it off, and Rose Boom slips down. Love picks up another gain of 6. Now spreading it out a little bit here. 2 receivers go to the right-hand side, though they stick with the play action, actually. Dumping this one off for a tight end who gets by 1 defender and down to the 1. Notre Dame looking for yet another score here to make it 30-0. They hand it off, and Roseboom didn't get through the line quick enough. 30-0, Notre Dame is running away with this final regular season game. But it's hard for the defense to try to make stops when your offense still has yet to put a single point on the board. That's going to be the goal of this game. Just get a point. On the move, Daniels can barely get it out. That remains to be the problem in this game. Offensive line has not held up to this defensive line. And Daniels has taken another hit. He's only been sacked 3 times, but he's taken a lot more hits. 3rd and long yet again. He takes another hit, and it's a 3 and out, 3 straight QB hits. And with hopefully not just 8 more minutes left in the season, we start the 4th quarter. Notre Dame just shy of midfield. As they go back to Love, he will pick up 4. And at this rate, I'm not too sure if any of our guys are going to hit their goals. 2nd and 6, they go back to Love. Offensive line gets to the 2nd level. And Notre Dame has already decided to run clock, taking this play clock all the way down inside 5 seconds before each and every snap. Love gets the handoff again, and that's a new DT out there. In fact, it's an entirely new defense out there. It's the backups that have come in. as it's a RPO. We bit hard. Nicholson in pursuit, dives, comes up empty. And that might have also been the second offense of Notre Dame still putting the work in. And it does look like it is mass substitutions here for Coach Barrington. Not what they were looking for in the final regular season game, but trying to see what they have for next year. And the first play of Elijah Brown, he throws a pick. But for Notre Dame, it looks pretty clear that they should be getting back into the top 12 and potentially making the college football playoff as they try the same play they scored on last time. And it actually is not the second offense for Notre Dame, it's just our second team defense. Considering how well the first team defense did, not too sure how well this is gonna go. But it does give us the opportunity to see a few more players out there. And for guys like Scotty Edwards, he's seeing some playing time and what hopefully again isn't, but could be his final game, and a touchdown scored Notre Dame. Well, it's been quite a while since the Cardinal have been handled like this. Might just be a little bit of a wake-up call that, hey, even though we've gone on the streak, we're not invincible. And more importantly, we gotta still come out here and play clean games. 2nd and inches following the Brown scramble. They go with a receiver screen that actually goes to Parrish. He picks up some blocks. The offense is around 45. Considering how little movement we've had prior to this, well, really good for the second offense. As they'll look to air things out, dumping it off, finding Williams. Haven't seen him play. He gets a gain of 3. Plus Elijah Brown trying to answer back for the turnover he had his first throw. He goes 2 spread here. And stepping up, he's looking to get the first down, sliding down safely. And it'll be hurry up from there. 1st and 10. Cardinal trying to just get on the board here before the end of this one. Wrapping around the edge. 4th sack. That was the freshman in Thomas. Be a loss of 1. And Brown looking to make some changes over on that left-hand side. Looking for a deep shot here, though. He's under pressure. He's sacked again. Well, obviously they're looking for some big plays. Maybe they still need to have a quick release option here. With a 3rd and long, they had the slants. Didn't even have time for that. But with a 4th and 20. Unless they get the first down here, this might just be the final snap. Hard count, no one jumps. Try to get something free there. As he tosses it up, it's Wooten, tipped away, diving off the hands of Haddad. That is how this one comes to an end. We get goose-egged in the final game. Notre Dame just absolutely demolished us. The talent level was not comparable, though I believe we still could have put together a good fight if we were able to see some momentum early in that game. Unfortunately, just wasn't the case. But here is our highlight then. Keelan Levine does end up committing the week after he came on a visit. Do we land anyone else? We do. The DT, Demetrius Ebron, a guy from Hawaii. He's a 3-star, but a lot of promise there. And we land Telvin Byham as well, the 4-star center. Any chance we happen to land that 5-star linebacker? No. But Ernest Cooper does end up being Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week. He had 2 sacks. He needed 2.5 to reach his goal. He's probably the only guy who came close to reaching his goal. And we do end up getting a bowl invitation. It is the Independence Bowl. We'll be going up against the Mizzou Tigers. Unfortunately, along our way to get to that bowl invitation, we did have some players commit elsewhere, Farrell being one of those, but as mentioned last episode, we signed Azuma, so we got the better quarterback. We are also going to be missing out on Darrell Vildor. He was an interesting prospect, one that obviously I was wanting to bring in. He brought with him a lot of strength, some power moves, and with hopes that there would be a little bit of some block shedding, but we did still get 4 defensive linemen signed, so I am very happy with that class. And the final bit of bad news is Georgia has come out of nowhere, and they have overtaken us for the 5-star linebacker, so most likely we are not getting him. I was looking at some other linebackers because I figured this would happen. And of course now Ole Miss also coming after Josh Dicker here, but I was trying to go after both those guys. Still gonna try to go after Dicker. There's still a lot of time left, so that'll be an off-season thing. And who knows, maybe somehow, some way, the 5-star will make it to the offseason. I doubt it. But as it currently stands, before we get to the offseason, we have the 35th best class. We did sign a 5-star, 7 4-stars, and we do have 1 3-star. I'm looking to add talent for the offensive line, hopefully in the portal. We'll see what all options open up for us. Maybe even quarterback. We have a lot of things that will shake up next season. But before we get there, we'll be going up against also 6-6 Missouri in our first bowl game. It took a massive second half push for us to get to this point, but we did it. Despite how bad the game was today, we've made our first bowl game, and we end 500, something the Cardinal have not done in quite a long time. In fact, their last bowl game was in 2018, the Tony the Tiger Bowl. So it's been a long time since we got to this point. Make sure you leave Coach Barrington some love. Hit that bell icon either in the bottom right or scroll down, hit the sub button, and definitely tap that bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. This series every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Madden 25 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And next time, we head to wherever the Independence Bowl is.